Hey guys, and welcome to a new video. Yes, this video is live. Yes, I was too I was too lazy to pre-film and edit this, but I also have just been super busy, and while I may have the time to read, I've not been focusing super hard on filming and editing because it hurts me sometimes. I also just wanted to keep myself confined in the time frame, and I feel that I'm better at that when I'm speaking live. Although you do have to worry about me stumbling over my words and drifting off into a tangent or any other thing that could be edited out, but I'm choosing instead not to. I'm going to try and run through these really quick for you. I'm sure everybody has heard of the Booktubeathon by now. If you haven't, how did you find our channel? Because there's no reason for you to be watching our teeny tiny baby channel and not have watched other much larger channels that talk about the Booktubeathon, and we did this last year, so it's not anything new. 7 challenge, 7 days, 7 books, 7 videos, usually, all sorts of things. So here are my picks for all 7 of those challenges, and I'm going to tell you right now that it's more than likely that I will not finish them all, but we try. Ambition tells us we must try. So here we go. The first book that I'm choosing to go for the first category is a book with a person on the cover, and I'm going with Neil deGrasse Tyson's Astrophysics for People in a Hurry, and there is one small boy there. Look at him being cute. Also, it's a really tiny book, like both this way and this way and this way, so it should be something I can read fairly quickly, even if it is technically a science book, a physics book. It's something I could possibly smash out in one sitting, but this is the first one, a book with a person on the cover. The second challenge was a hyped book, and for that I'm going to go with In the Woods by Tana French, which is a mystery thriller type series, the first book in the, Lady Dublin Murder Squad, something like that. Clearly I know a lot about this book. The reason I'm picking up now is that actually the hype around it has kind of died for me because it's several books into the series now, and I'm less hearing about this particular book, which makes it safer to read, in my opinion. Now that I'm no longer like biting at my bit in order to pick it up, I know that I won't be like disappointed because it was overhyped for me. However, it was still originally overhyped for me, and therefore I'm going to count it for this, challenge. The third challenge is a book that you can read in one day. I'm going to go with Somewhere Among by Anne Donworth Chikamatsu. I needed to read that, so I got it right. The thing that makes me think I can read this in one day is that it is a young reader, one, easier language, but two, it's written in poetry. So there's fewer words in general on every single page, which means that even though it is a little bit thicker, it should be a book that I can get through in one sitting, if not one day. So there's that guy. The next one is a book about a person very different from you. I chose to go with Do Not Say We Have Nothing by Madeline Thien. It's about 2 girls, one who is in China and one who is in Canada, and they're both related to each other. It centers around the Cultural Revolution, which is something obviously that I have spoken about before. I took Chinese. I can speak a little bit of it, but I am very clearly not Chinese. While my family is immigrants, not immigrants in the way that our culture was very different. We came from Canada, so it was basically a lateral move to go from Canada to the United States, whereas a lot of what this book focuses on is what it means to be Chinese. So it's one that's going to be interesting. There were a lot of books that I could have picked for this, but this is the one that's been calling to me the most, especially because it was shortlisted for Man Booker. It was, I don't think it ended up winning, but it was definitely shortlisted for the Bailey's Prize as well, so I know it's going to be well written, but it also is pretty heavy and pretty thick, and that makes me a little bit nervous to pick it up for something like this, something like a readathon where you're supposed to be trying to read as many things as possible. The next challenge is to read a book outside, and Gretchen and I have decided to hang out one day very first day of Booktubeathon, because we both have the day off. Here at my aunt's house, I have a backyard and a porch that we can use if it's too hot to be sitting directly outside, but at the very least, off outside of the building. I want to read the first book in the Midnight Texas series by Charlene Harris, which is Midnight Crossroad. I read the Southern Vampire series, also the True Blood books, the books that True Blood's based off of, when I was in high school, and I haven't read any Charlene Harris since. I don't even think I finished that because I think I had moved on to other things, and she was still writing that series. One of my old coworkers at the Barnes & Noble said that she read this one and really enjoyed it. My mom sent me a thing about the TV series that's going to be based on these. So I figured that it would be a good one to pick up because I already know that I like Charlene Harris's writing, or at least I did in high school, so there was something captivating in there. But it's a slightly different plot line, if that makes sense. Because of that, I'm sure that I would enjoy sitting outside in the heat learning about Texas, where it is also very hot. So I'm going to pick this guy up in order to fulfill that challenge. The next challenge is a book that you bought because of the cover, and for that, I'm going to pick up The Emperor's Blades by Brian Staveley. I don't know if my webcam can do this guy justice. It's this beautiful digital painting. The girl in the corner here is like very purple, and it's sort of bleeding into the yellows and blues in the background. I don't normally pick up fantasy, at least adult fantasy, on my own, but when I saw the cover of this one, I fell head over heels for the art. And the artist that did this has actually been doing a couple of other different arts for a couple of other different covers for different series in the sci-fi and fantasy section. And I'm so excited about that because I really love his style. I'm hoping that I enjoy this one because the other two books in the trilogy that this guy is the beginning of also have his beautiful art on them, and it was enough for me to buy the hardcover of it, and I don't even regret it, even if I don't like the book a whole lot. It's just a beautiful object. The last challenge is the same challenge every single year, and that's just to read 7 books. So those were 6 books. 7th book is an easy one. It's Pippi Longstockings. I hopefully at the end of next week will have a video up for you guys where I talk about the female redheaded characters in literature that formed me as a female redhead. I want to discuss redheads in the media as well, but this is one of those women, and I wanted to reread the story so that I could talk about it in more detail than just, Pippi Longstockings, maybe the most famous / infamous ginger literary character next to Anne of Green Gables. So yes, this is my 7th book. It's a tiny little young reader. I wanted to give myself something that would sort of break up the chunky books, the heavier books, and something that was just fun and weird. And, that fits that. The other thing I would like to say is that I may switch around books. It's not that I dislike TBRs, it's just that when I set myself up particular books to read, immediately I become less interested in them. And I tried to pick books that, one, I was reading for a particular reason, like Pippi Longstockings. I want to make that video where I discuss redheaded characters. 2 were books that I've been hankering to read, I've wanted to read them for a while. The Emperor's Blades actually have been calling out to me. It's been sitting on my shelf, and I keep looking at it and going, maybe now I'll read that one. So that may be another aspect of it, that I might pick them because they are ones that I want to read right now. But if I don't want to read it, I may choose a different book that fulfills the challenge or doesn't. I'm not super set on these guys. They're just the ones that were calling out the most to me that fit particular challenges. So I hope you guys are excited about Booktubeathon. I hope you guys are excited about all of the content that's going to be flooding Booktube in the next week. And I hope that you guys have awesome good luck and all of the time in the world to read and do video challenges. It's sure to be a great time. It's always lots of fun. And I hope that you guys enjoy the stuff that we put out, although sometimes it's super silly. In fact, it's always super silly because we are super silly and just want to have fun with it. That's all I got. Cool. I feel like I talked a lot. I'm out of breath. I will see you guys soon. Most likely on Monday. Gretchen and I will do whatever Monday's video challenge is together. And then we might parcel it out. And yes, Taylor is also participating. So if we need to, we can maybe harass him into doing some sort of impromptu video challenge on his phone or some other aspect of his digital life and get him involved as well. We'll let you know how we got along following the Booktubeathon. And of course, as always, Wednesday we are still going to have our live stream book club discussion. Whether it's Booktubeathon or not, we do need to spend an hour talking about On Writing by Stephen King. So if you haven't read On Writing, I recommend that too. That might be your book with the person on the cover. That might be the book that you read outside. It's up to you guys. You might want to add it in. I hope that you guys are having a lovely week, and I will see you again next time. Bye.